Nad gold. For thousands of years, people everywhere have been fascinated by this incredible metal. It's not just beautiful, it's a symbol of wealth, power, and lasting value. From ancient Egyptian tombs to gold rushes, gold has shaped history and inspired adventure. But what makes gold so special? Scientifically, it's a noble metal, meaning it doesn't rust or tarnish. Gold's stability and rarity make it valuable, and a target for fakes. All the gold ever mined could fit into a few Olympic-sized pools, so it's no wonder people try to imitate it. That's where science comes in, helping you spot the real thing. Today, we'll become gold detectives, using simple chemistry and observation to uncover the truth. You don't need a lab, just curiosity and a few tricks. Let's get started. So what is real gold, really? We see it, we hear about it, and we often dream of owning it. But beyond the allure and the mystique, what defines this precious metal that has captivated humanity for millennia? At its core, it's an element, symbol Au, derived from the Latin word aurum, known for its inherent purity and remarkable softness in its natural state. Gold is unique in that it's chemically inert, meaning it doesn't easily react with other elements. Pure gold is 24 carats, representing 99.9% gold content. This is the purest form you can get, often seen in gold bars and investment-grade bullion. However, pure gold is generally too soft for most practical applications, especially jewelry. Because of its malleability, jewelry is often mixed with other metals, such as silver, copper, nickel, or zinc, to increase its strength and durability. The carat system is a standardized measure that tells you precisely how much gold is in the mix, indicating the proportion of gold to other metals in an alloy. For example, 18K gold signifies that the piece is composed of 18 parts gold and 6 parts other metals, making it 75% pure gold. This balance provides a good combination of purity and resilience for everyday wear. Now, let's talk about the pretenders. Fake gold is anything made to look like gold, but isn't actually gold, or contains a very minimal amount. One common example is pyrite, often referred to as fool's gold, due to its metallic luster and yellowish hue. But more often, fake gold consists of cheap metals, like brass, copper, or other base metal alloys, that have been treated to mimic the appearance of gold. Another common method is coating these base metals with a thin layer of gold, a process called gold plating. While it might look convincing at first glance, the gold layer is extremely thin and can wear away easily. So why fake it? What's the motivation behind creating these imitations? The answer is simple. Real gold is expensive. Its value is determined by its rarity, its beauty, and its unique properties. Fakes, on the other hand, are incredibly cheap to manufacture, using inexpensive materials and processes. These fakes can then be deceptively sold for a substantial profit, preying on unsuspecting buyers. That's precisely why knowing gold's unique properties, its inherent characteristics that set it apart from other materials, is so important. These properties include its high density, its non-magnetic nature, meaning it won't be attracted to magnets, and its exceptional resistance to corrosion, which means it won't rust or tarnish easily, even when exposed to moisture or chemicals. Understanding these fundamental attributes is crucial for anyone looking to invest in, or simply appreciate gold. These traits are incredibly difficult to replicate convincingly, making them reliable indicators of authenticity. By learning a few simple, non-destructive tests, you can equip yourself with the knowledge to assess the likelihood of a piece being genuine gold. With a little practice, you can confidently spot the difference between genuine treasure and clever trickery, protecting yourself from potential scams. Science provides you with the essential tools and understanding needed to expose even the most sophisticated fakes. Don't get fooled by appearances. Arm yourself with knowledge and know precisely what to look for when evaluating gold. So, let's dive in and see how to confidently tell the real deal from the imposters, ensuring you're always making informed decisions. Ready to become a gold authentication expert? Your senses. They're more powerful than you might think when it comes to discerning the real deal from a clever imitation. Are your first gold testing tools? Before you reach for any specialized equipment, your eyes, your hands, and even your ears can provide valuable clues. It's about training yourself to observe the subtle differences that set genuine gold apart. Real gold has a warm, buttery yellow shine, a rich and inviting luster that's unmistakable. It's a glow that seems to emanate from within the metal itself. That's hard to copy. The way it reflects light is unique, a soft and diffused radiance rather than a harsh glare. Fakes often look too brassy or unnaturally bright, almost like they're trying too hard to be gold. The color might appear artificial, lacking the depth and warmth of the real thing. Gold is dense. Real gold feels heavy for its size, surprisingly so. It's a characteristic that comes from its high atomic weight, making it a truly substantial metal. While fakes feel light, often betraying their true nature with a flimsy, insubstantial feel. This is especially noticeable when comparing similar-sized pieces. Over time, real gold gets tiny scratches but never flakes. It's a durable metal that stands the test of time, developing a natural patina with age. Fake gold plating chips or rubs off, especially in areas of high wear, like clasps or edges, revealing a different metal underneath. This is a dead giveaway, exposing the base metal used to create the illusion of gold. Listen too. Real gold makes a soft, ringing sound when tapped, a clear and resonant tone that's pleasing to the ear. It's a sound that speaks of purity and quality, while fakes sound tinny or clanky, a dull and lifeless sound that lacks the resonance of genuine gold. Check for color consistency. Real gold is the same all the way through. Whether you're looking at the surface or a cross-section, the color should be uniform and consistent. If you see a different color peeking through, it's likely plated. This is a clear indication that the piece is not solid gold and that the underlying metal is different. Use your eyes, hands, and even your ears to spot clues. By combining these sensory observations, you can develop a keen eye for identifying potential fakes. These simple observations can reveal a lot, giving you a preliminary assessment of the gold's authenticity before moving on to more advanced testing methods. Before you ever reach for a test kit, it's about developing a sense of intuition and knowing what to look for. Trust your senses. They're your first line of defense. They can guide you towards further investigation and help you avoid costly mistakes. Let's move on to some hands-on tests, where we'll delve deeper into the science of gold verification. Ready to investigate further? Let's get started and uncover the secrets hidden within the metal. Time for a quick experiment. The magnet test. Gold is not magnetic, so a real gold item won't stick to a magnet. Use a strong magnet like a neodymium one and bring it close to your jewelry. If it's attracted, it's fake, probably made with iron or steel. But beware. Some fakes use non-magnetic metals like brass or copper, so passing this test doesn't guarantee it's real. Think of the magnet test as a quick way to weed out obvious fakes. If it sticks, case closed, it's not gold. If it doesn't, keep testing. The magnet test is just the beginning. Combine it with other methods for a clearer answer. Simple, fast, and non-destructive. Just how we like it. Ready for the next step? Let's dig deeper with chemistry. Onward! For a more definitive answer, try the acid test, a classic jeweler's trick. Gold resists most acids while base metals react. Scratch a hidden spot on your item to get past any plating. Apply a drop of nitric acid to the scratch. If nothing happens, it's real gold. If it fizzes or changes color, it's a fake, probably gold-plated brass or steel. Testing kits use different acids for different carats, so you can even estimate purity. Remember, this test leaves a tiny scratch, so use it carefully. Acid testing is reliable, but only if you're okay with a small mark. It's a powerful way to separate real gold from clever imitations. Chemistry doesn't lie. Use it wisely. Let's try a non-destructive test next. Gold's density is a giveaway, about 19.3 grams per cubic centimeter. You can test this at home with a scale and water. Weigh your item, then measure how much water it displaces when submerged. Divide the weight by the volume to get density. If it's close to 19.3, it's likely pure gold. Lower densities mean it's an alloy or a fake. Brass, for example, is only about 8.5 grams per cubic centimeter. This test is tough to fake. Few metals match gold's density. For alloys, check online for typical densities. No scratches, no chemicals, just physics. It's a smart, non-destructive way to check authenticity. Let's look for more visual clues. When it comes to spotting fake gold, your eyes are your first and most valuable tool. With a keen eye and a little knowledge, you can often identify counterfeits before you even need to reach for a test kit. It's all about paying attention to the details and knowing what to look for. Before you even think about using any kind of test kit, start with a thorough visual inspection. One of the first things you should do is look for hallmarks. These are stamps or engravings that indicate the gold content of the piece, acting like a certificate of authenticity. You might see markings like 10K, indicating 14K gold, or perhaps 18K, or even numerical stamps like 585, which represents 14K gold in European markings, or 750, which signifies 18K gold. These numbers indicate the percentage of pure gold in the alloy. What if you don't find a stamp? Be cautious. Because most real gold jewelry is clearly marked with its carat value or purity, the absence of a hallmark should raise a red flag. But finding a stamp isn't enough. You also need to check the quality of the stamp itself. Real gold hallmarks are typically crisp and clear, applied with precision. On the other hand, fakes are often blurry, uneven, or poorly defined, indicating a lack of attention to detail. Be especially wary of markings like GP, which stands for gold-plated, or HEE, meaning heavy gold electroplate. These indicate that the item is only coated with a thin layer of gold, not made of solid gold throughout. Another important visual clue is to carefully examine the item for signs of wear and tear. Real gold, being a relatively soft metal, will naturally wear down over time with consistent use. However, the color will remain consistent throughout the piece, as it's solid gold all the way through. In contrast, plated items will often show different colors underneath, in areas where the gold plating has rubbed off, revealing the base metal beneath, which is often copper or silver in color. Don't forget to inspect the overall craftsmanship of the piece. Real gold jewelry is typically well made, reflecting the value of the material. Look for neat details, clean lines, and a high level of finish. Solid gold jewelry also has a substantial and solid feel in your hand, due to the density of the metal. Fake gold items often have rough or unfinished edges, as well as sloppy joints or poorly executed soldering, indicating lower quality manufacturing. And you should always consider the price of the item in relation to its apparent gold content and craftsmanship. Remember, if a deal seems too good to be true, especially when it comes to gold, it probably is. Ultimately, trust your eyes and your instincts when evaluating gold jewelry. Learning to recognize these visual clues can save you from making costly mistakes and help you invest in genuine gold pieces with confidence. Now, let's take a look at how these lessons play out in a real-world scenario, where you might encounter these clues firsthand. We'll explore a cautionary tale that highlights the importance of careful observation and informed decision-making when purchasing gold. Meet Alex, who received a beautiful gold locket from his Aunt Mildred, bought from a street vendor abroad. Years later, needing cash, Alex took the locket to a jeweler. The jeweler noticed it felt heavy, but the color seemed off. No hallmark was found, and a worn spot revealed a greenish tint, classic brass. With Alex's permission, the jeweler did an acid test. The scratch fizzed and turned green, definitely not gold. Alex was disappointed, but he learned a valuable lesson. Looks and stories aren't enough. Even heavy, beautiful items can be fakes. The vendor had sold a story, not real gold. Science and careful observation revealed the truth. Alex left wiser, knowing to trust tests over tales. Don't let appearances fool you. Always check before you believe. So what's the secret to avoiding gold scams? Knowledge. Use your senses. Check color, weight, and wear. Try simple tests: magnet, acid, and density. Look for hallmarks and quality craftsmanship. Buy from reputable sources. Avoid deals that seem too good to be true. Ask questions, perform tests, and be skeptical. Science is your best defense against fakes. With these tools, you can enjoy gold's beauty and history without getting tricked. Be curious, be careful, and let science guide you. Whether it's a family heirloom or a new find, you'll know what's real. Stay smart, stay safe, and happy gold hunting. Science is for everyone, even gold detectives like you.